What if I told you there's a mountain in Turkey that looks like it's made of frozen waterfalls and cotton clouds, but it's actually alive, growing and changing right before your eyes? Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a brilliant white cliff, so bright it almost hurts to look at under the sun. Below you, terraces of milky blue water cascade down the slope like steps carved for giants. Steam rises gently into the air. The ground under your feet isn't snow or marble, it's travertine, a stone created not by Earth's pressure, but by water's patience. This is Pamukkale, the Cotton Castle, one of the most surreal natural wonders on the planet. But how does a place like this even form? And why, for thousands of years, has it drawn travelers, emperors, and healers to its otherworldly shores? Let's step back in time, to an era when this landscape was still a secret whispered among ancient civilizations. Long before it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Pamukkale was a sacred place. The hot springs that feed these terraces have been flowing for over 14,000 years. The Romans built the city of Hierapolis right on top of the cliffs, believing the warm, mineral-rich waters were a gift from the gods. They came here to heal, to rest, to die in peace. But even they didn't fully understand the magic happening just beneath their feet. Because the real story of Pamukkale isn't just about the water. It's about what the water leaves behind deep underground. Rainwater seeps through limestone, absorbing calcium and carbon dioxide along the way. It travels for miles, heated by geothermal activity, until it emerges at the surface around 35 degrees Celsius. As this hot, mineral-loaded water meets the air, something incredible happens. Carbon dioxide escapes like bubbles leaving a soda. That loss of gas changes the water's chemistry, forcing the calcium carbonate to solidify. Not all at once, but slowly, gently, layer upon layer. This is how travertine forms. It's not a rock born of fire or force. It's a rock born of breath, and as the water trickles downhill, it deposits this gleaming white mineral, building terraces, ridges, and pools over centuries. The result looks like a petrified waterfall, a staircase of shallow, turquoise basins separated by delicate, rippled ledges. Some pools are no deeper than your ankle, others are wide enough to swim in. And because the water is always flowing, the terraces are always growing, sometimes several millimeters a year. But this living landscape almost died in our lifetime. By the 20th century, hotels were built directly on the terraces. Pools were diverted for tourist baths. Pollution and foot traffic damaged the delicate crust. The brilliant white began to turn gray. For a while, it seemed like human carelessness might destroy what nature had taken millennia to create. Then, something shifted. In the 1990s, UNESCO stepped in. The hotels were demolished. A new system was put in place. Visitors now walk barefoot along designated paths. Water flow is carefully managed to restore and protect the active terraces. It was a lesson in humility, a reminder that some wonders are too fragile to own, but precious enough to preserve. Today, when you walk across Pamukkale, you're not just visiting a beautiful place. You're walking across time. You're stepping on layers built over thousands of years, each one holding the memory of water, sun, and stone. And if you come at sunset, when the white terraces glow pink and gold, you might just feel what the Romans felt. That this isn't just a landscape. It's a living being, still breathing, still growing, still giving. The story of Pamukkale teaches us that the most beautiful things aren't always the strongest. Sometimes they're the most delicate. And sometimes preserving them means stepping back and letting nature write its own story, one drop at a time. Have you ever visited a natural wonder that felt alive? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear which places left you in awe. And if you want more stories of Earth's hidden miracles, don't forget to subscribe to Wonder Explorer.